What's up, everybody? Like I promised, I'm going to try to do a video blog of me chatting once a week. I'm going to try to get out videos of geckos hatching and all that. I got a request to do something on radars. I'm going to have something more than I have already on radars. I'll do something just on radars and all the new things coming in. I can do new hatchlings. I don't have anything new coming in. I don't have anything really planned solid to come in except for maybe at the end of the year. Right now I'm focused on hatching the geckos and building up my female collection. So that's that. What other cool things I want to talk about is I just got done pulling more eggs. It was this one set. It was from a double het radar to a radar, and I'm pretty excited to get some more radars. I can't have enough. I'm going to incubate all that as female. I'm going to produce normal looking animals out of that. They're going to be het radar. I'm going to produce eclipse out of that, or het radar, bell out of that's het radar, and radars. So a little mixture of this and that, but the cool thing about that is everything's going to be het radar 100% from that now, because it is bred to a radar. What type of projects am I looking to do this year? That was a question. This year I have a lot of radar stuff going, as everyone knows. I have nothing Tremper going. I want to get Tremper going, but everybody has Tremper. And I like being unique. I like trying to go and do something else. That's just me. Nothing bad about Tremper. It's just a lot of people are working with it, and if I do it, it's going to be something simple as just some raptors, or some maybe tangerine Trempers. I don't know. Haven't decided yet. But albino strands that I will produce this year is rainwater and bell. My rainwaters are all going to be het. I only got one visual, and I'm bringing them to an atomic. So I'm making a whole bunch of het, atomic rains. That's the name given to the tangerine rainwater that uses the atomic line. There are fire waters also, and blah blah blah. But that's my plan there. Next season, I have a little bit more with the rainwaters. This year also I got the white and yellow stuff going. I just paired up. Hopefully I'm going to hit a super snow white and yellow bell albino, maybe 2. If the gecko gods are nice to me, maybe I'll hit 3. I'm not totally sure yet there, but I got that pairing going. Super top secrets this year. Like I said on another video, I got some stuff in the back burner, but nothing that's going to blow your mind away. It's just some things I'm tinkering with and all this, and I just want to see what it is before I get my hopes up. Next season is going to be a bigger season for us. We are going to be in Tremper then, because I do have 2 Tremper albinos here. I got a Tremper patternless and I got a raptor. I got to do something there. I'll probably give my buddy a call and probably get something white and yellow or G Project, or I don't know. But I'm never going to be heavy into Tremper. I'm going to be heavy into bell and then rainwater, and then Tremper is going to be a third. So next season I'm going to be doing more white and yellow. We're going to be hitting more white and yellow radars than we do this year, more snow white and yellow radars than we do this year. I'm going to try to go after some different types of eclipses. I want to mess around. I like eclipse. If you guys didn't know that, I love the gene eclipse. So I'm going to mess around with that. I want a pure group of eclipse. That's another goal of mine, is to make some single gene morphs that aren't het for nothing else. That's going to be a project all on itself, because eclipse is either going to be het bell, het Tremper, het rainwater. It's going to be real hard. I got to test my waters there and see if I can get something to start building the group. I always could take one of my eclipse I make this year that's going to be het bell, and then breed it to a sub and make 50% hets and breed it back to the father and see which ones are pure eclipse without the hets. And I could do it that way too. So there's a lot of avenues, but eclipse are going to be something I'm going to be working with pretty heavy. So what else is there going to be for next year? I'm going to be adding some gecko species, of course. We're going to be doing crested geckos. My wife does have a crested gecko upstairs, but we want to get into that. We just haven't decided what to buy, what to bring in, and all that other stuff. There's a few other gecko species. I want to get into some cave geckos and all that other stuff. I was fascinated with cave geckos when I first seen them at Hamburg show. I was talking to JMG. I went with JMG. I was helping them vend, and then I think it was Thad, Ohio Gecko, bought the ones from him. I can't think of the guy's name. I know his name's Ian, but I can't. Outback Reptiles. It was on the tip of my tongue. But he had a group of them, and Thad bought them. And ever since he bought them, I was like, wow, that is a cool group of animals. Look at them. Them are cool. And I just never got into them back then. And it's something I want to get into. And then my son wants to get into chameleons and all that other stuff. And I know a few of my friends do chameleons. So I'm going to be picking their brains because I've never bred a chameleon in my life. I've kept them, but never bred them. So I got to, learn some stuff first. But other than that, that's about it on, the front. I do want to talk about something real quick. I've been getting a lot of emails saying this person's saying this and this person's saying this. Guys, I appreciate you telling me. That's great. I love that you guys, looking out for me and stuff like that. But let them talk. I mean, it's not that big a deal. It's not hurting me. It's not hurting you. Let the people go and da-da-da-da-da. Because it makes them feel better. If, putting me down and putting down my collection makes them their day brighter, awesome. It's not that big a deal to me. It's really not. People talk about people all the time, and usually the shit talkers are the same people all the time. They're always talking about somebody. It's just who they are. So accept who they are. If you want to be their friends, be their friends. But that's who they are. Just let it go. I mean, if so-and-so says Gary sucks, okay, Gary sucks. It doesn't matter to me. It doesn't, because if I get in a pissing war with someone on the internet, guess what? Then it's just, I don't have time for what's behind me. I don't have time to sit there and make these videos. I don't have time to run my website. I don't have time for this stuff if I'm in a pissing war with somebody about whose collection's better, or whose collection's this, or what you're producing here and what you're producing there. I don't have time for it. And to tell you the truth, I'm 34 years old. I'm not in grade school anymore. So if they want to talk bad about me or any of my friends, because I know some of them brought up my friends, I could tell you, though, some people know who I'm talking about. I talk to him too, and he doesn't care. It doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter to us anymore. It's just that simple. If it brightens their day and it makes them feel like they're on top of the world putting us down, good for them. Awesome. So that's enough of that. We did have a gecko giveaway, not a gecko giveaway, the book giveaway. I forgot her name. It's not down in the basement with me, but I am sending out that book. I've contacted Ron, and we're getting that done. So hopefully you'll have it by the end of this week or beginning next week. That book is on its way. So be on the lookout for it. I think it gets there in like 3 or 4 days, but Ron is doing something special for it, as you know, so it matters how busy Ron is. But he's doing something special for the Gecko Blog, so thank him. Ron made it special for us, and that's really cool of him. To talk about the Gecko Blog some more, we are going to be doing some giveaways. I'm going to try to do something monthly, but it's not going to be every month right now. I'm going to try to set something up where we can do monthly giveaways on the Gecko Blog. And it might be something small, it might be something big, I don't know. So look for that to be there. We are going to ask just you be a participant, and have fun. That's it. Be a participant, have fun. Post your pictures. Post and brag about your geckos. I don't care if it's normal or a $50,000 gecko, brag about it. So that'd be cool, and you get some giveaways. We're going to try that. We're also going to be doing picture contests, but I'm not going to do it like the other groups. Nothing wrong with what the other groups do, but I got the capability of building websites. I used to do it, and I'm starting to get darn good at it again. I knew it would come back to me, but I got out of the game for like 4 years. But I'm starting to get good at it. I'm starting to do the HTML and the PHP and the Flash again, and it's just all starting to come back to me. So I'm going to build a website that we're going to do it, and when you win, you're going to have something on the geckoblog.com's main site, and you're going to be on the Gecko Blog's Facebook, and all that good stuff. Another thing, ornerexotics.com, I know it got hacked. It didn't really get hacked. It's just a WordPress crack, and I had WordPress on there. I didn't really build the website, and I was focusing on the Gecko Blog, and I was focusing on the Orner Exotics Facebook page. Well, it got cracked. WordPress is junk anyway, so I'm going to build this website from scratch. So, but going on to that is, if we get 500 likes on Orner Exotics, I'm going to give away a bell albino 100% het radar female. That you don't have to pay for nothing. All I need is get to 500 likes. I'm going to do the same thing I did on the Gecko Blog. I'm going to post something on the Orner Exotics saying, if you want to be in this raffle, please add me. And then we're going to have my 2-year-old. She'll probably be closer to 3, but 2-year-old, drawing the name for the gecko. Now there's going to be something special on this. I'm going to offer a deal for a radar, or a ball albino het radar, or anything het radar. I'll offer you a better deal than my normal price if you want to add it to that. If you don't, we'll just send you the bell albino that's het radar. I'm going to pick it out this year. I've already produced, 3 or 4 of them, and it's just the start. I'm starting to roll them out now. So that's going to be a fun deal. You're going to get the same thing as if you bought it. You're going to get my certificate of guaranteed genetics. You're going to get the background on the animal. You're going to know who the parents are. Everything, down to it. You're going to get it just like you bought it from me. So look out for that. All I need is to get to 500. I think I'm at 107. I just started pushing it. I pushed it the other day, and I went from like 75 to 107 like in an hour. So keep sharing that. Share the pictures. Ask your friends to like the page. Anything. Just get it out there. Get the word out there. Once we hit 1,000, I got a bigger giveaway. So I'm not going to release that yet. But everyone that's here helping and supporting and all that good stuff, I remember you. And I'm not saying support my pocket. I'm saying to support the Gecko Blog by going there and posting and having fun. We have a couple ladies that's going to be doing some really cool stuff for the Gecko Blog. I'm really excited about it, and we're going to be getting that posted up. We're going to be working on the geckoblog.com real heavy. It's going to be a portal for leopard geckos and crested geckos and every gecko you can think of. I'm going to make it a portal for geckos. As people know, I'm not the most expert on all geckos, but we're going to do our best. I'm going to get some crested gecko people. I'm going to get some cave gecko people. I'm going to get some fat tail gecko people. So be on the lookout for that. I just want to let you guys know, let's have some fun. Let's forget the negative stuff. Who cares what people talk about? Let's just get on the websites, post your pictures, breed your animals, have some fun, produce some cool looking stuff, and let's get back to what really matters to geckos. That's all that matters. So we're going to have some cool stuff coming up on the Gecko Blog. I'm going to have some real cool stuff coming up on Orner Exotics. The people ask me when I'm going to sell stuff. Guys, I don't ship animals unless they're over a certain weight. So I am going to start, once I decide an animal is for sale, I will put it up when it's smaller, but you will not get it until it's a certain size. That's just me. I don't know if that's old school or not. That's just the way I am. I don't believe babies ship very well. So, I mean, I want it to be well started and all that good stuff. And I'm going to be doing a video on the record keeping I do. And then I'm going to do another video on the certificates that you get when you get my animals. It's something I did when I first started. It was some people didn't think nothing of it. They're like, whatever, I'm buying a Super Snow Enigma off you. I don't care. But then there was people like that was just getting a Tremper albino that loved it. They were like, oh, wow, you know the parents and the grandparents? Yes, I do. And it's all my record keeping. It's all in my record keeping. So, on that note, I'm going to go. I got some video to do. I got some video editing to do. And I got a website to build. So, you guys have fun. Make sure you get your butts over to the geckoblog.com. Check out the main page. The link to the Facebook page is right up on top. And make sure you get over to Orner Exotics Facebook page. I will have links all over the Gecko Blog and everything. So, guys, get going. Have some fun. And remember, just do what you love. All right, I'm out.